Hey everybody. Hey Shane. Hey Dan. Hey Patty. Hey Sweet Diggs. 5 Mile. Oh my goodness. Every time, like I got to make a video instead of a live so I can get you modded up. I promise it's coming. Um, Yodi, Brenda. I'll let everybody start coming in here a little bit. But hey Patty. Um, yeah. So I don't know how many of y'all actually saw the thumbnail. I know Sweet Diggs checked that out earlier. Hey Chew. Hey, Team Lynch, Dispatched, LL. So the pictures from the Halloween hunt that we did in the middle of the Gypsy Digs. I'm mixing people's names up. Gypsy Jules and American Diggers hunts. We did a Mind Lab night hunt, and it was a Halloween costume. And so I'll explain that the Mario is Butch from American Digger magazine, and then I am Peggy Bundy. But I also got mistaken. Hey, Miss Charlie, Amanda, Drake, Patrick. I got mistaken for a working woman. So I just said, whatever you all want to call me, that's what I am. But it was a little different than Hot Mess might usually be on her live stream. But so if you didn't check out the thumbnail, you should check it out at some point. But it was a lot of fun. Buckle Boy, that's who's up next. Hey Juice, I got him already pinned in there. Hey Frank, it's been good seeing you in the lineup. Johnny. So yeah, I thought I would come on here and just talk a little bit about the hunt. Hey Mark, Chris. Oh, did you see that? Chris must have seen the thumbnail. So the dinosaur in the background is one of Gypsy's friends. So it was a fun picture. It was a really fun night. There's a bunch of pictures floating around from that Halloween hunt, but there's not as many pictures of me because we were out in the middle of a field. We had nowhere to change. The only place that you could change your clothes would have been the porta potty, and they'd been used for 2 days straight at that point. And no, I was not going to go in there and switch into that outfit. So I kept trying to figure out where I was going to go. So I ended up in a car with towels over the windows. Well, towels over some of the windows in order to be able to digologist, in order to be able to change. So I had to change in the front seat of a car, not even my own car. I had to tell the owner of the vehicle, like, hey, I'm changing in your front seat. Please don't come open your car door. So anyways, so it took me a little bit longer to get dressed. So I missed out on a bunch of the photos that were taken, but there are photos of me floating around out there in my Peggy Bundy outfit. But it was a good time. So since we're already talking about the Halloween costume, I'll talk about that hunt first. That was one of Debbie's hunts with Mind Lab. And I don't know if you've done any of the night hunts that she does, but she went above and beyond in this one. So she had there were fingers that she made. So she made these little fingers that were all over the top of the ground, and they had actual rings on it. Now, if you found the finger with the ring on it, then the ring was your prize, but you also turned in the finger along with the other things you found. So there were keys out there, and there were eyeballs that were bouncy balls that, yeah, we do need to get a changing tent if we do this with Halloween next year, something like that. Or have really secure tarps, have somebody that watches the outside. I don't know, but I mean, you did see Arthur. I had to strip down completely in order to get into that outfit. So there was a couple of people who did not get into their costume because they couldn't figure it out, but I wasn't going to spend all that time picking out an outfit, staying up, not sleeping the night before we left to come up with an outfit. And packing it and bringing it down there to not put it on and be a part of it. But so anyway, so you turned in those things, and you punched a cup and whatever number was inside it, or you pulled a sticker and whatever number was behind it, it went to stuff. So she went above and beyond her usual amount for her night hunts. It was a lot of fun. Gypsy's hunt and American Digger's hunt were two totally different hunts. So the first one was Gypsy's, and she had the treasure chest. She was on my channel last week telling you all about it. And it was so much fun being able to find treasure chests. And so some of them were little caches, big caches. Some of them were boxes. Some of them were in treasure chests. She had tokens hidden in little tiny treasure chests. I didn't get any of the tokens. I wasn't lucky enough to find any of those. But I found 2 of the treasure chests. And then I found silver, and I found, oh, look, we went dark. Hold on, I got to start the truck, I guess. Sorry. Okay, so sorry if it's loud now because now there's going to be things running that weren't running before, but I ran out of battery for you all to see. So what was I saying? Um, so in that hunt, it was more of like a gamble because you might just find some of the smaller targets, but you might have um, the opportunity to find something that, like, she had. Oh, I can't think what they're called. I can't think what they're called, but anyway, some of those prizes were worth more than the entry fee just for the one token that you would find. I got a big old honking 925 silver ring in mine, but that one you literally had to get over. You keep losing her. I hope that's not me. Are we losing service on mine? I don't know if that's who you're talking about, but I may be connected to the wrong internet. If so, which is the whole reason why I sit out in the truck. But y'all let me know if it's good. Put a thumbs up in the chat so I know. If it's losing, then I'll switch my internet over. But if it's good, I won't do anything. But since nobody's answering me, it makes me wonder if you all can hear me. You're good. Thank you. Okay, Brenda. It made me nervous. I was like, thank you, 5 Mile. And um, so that one was more like a gamble in order to, try to make your money back or whatever. You had to be lucky enough to get over one of the caches or treasure chests that had like the really good stuff in it. But there was still lots of targets and things to find out there if you didn't. Now, American Digger Magazine was a totally different hunt. And that was, hey, Rob. So, Rob, I don't know why you like, I saw that last week that you don't have your wrench, but I need to fix it. And I will go in, I'll fix the ones from last week as soon as this is over so that I can get people with the wrenches back because it's not anything personal. I'm not sure why you don't have it, but I promise I will get it on there. But that one had like a ton of silver. I don't even remember. There was like 1,500 silver targets or something like that. And there was hundreds upon hundreds of tokens that were out there. And so I'm going to have a video eventually once I make it to that point in my lineup of videos that shows the stuff that I found. But one of mine was a book that I believe is one of their books. I'm not sure, but it's like I haven't even opened it yet, but it's the top 100 pictures of the Civil War or something like that. And I haven't got to open that one yet, but I'm excited to see that one. I've always been into photography and I'm definitely into the Civil War. So, Talca, it's good seeing you. Yes, it was a really good time. I definitely plan to go back next year. I went as Alicia, not as Nokta. I'm not sure next year I may be Nokta, but even when I go to these events as Alicia, I'm still Nokta. So I'm still helping out people. Like, people need help with their machines, and it actually makes me happy to be able to help people. I have people who haven't found anything, and then they come back up to me later and they've got like a handful of finds, and they're like, "Look what you helped me find." And I don't know, that just makes you feel good that you were able to help somebody who literally had nothing before that, and then they start finding stuff. So I always tell people it doesn't matter if I'm there working at a booth or if I'm there out there in the field. You got a question, come up and ask me. I'll help you out. But it was a really good event. It was my first time in Texas. So now I have, thank you, Sweet Dicks. So now I have 18 states that are on my list that I've hunted in. So like I said, I'm going to do something for myself whenever I hit 25. I think there's some kind of celebration, but maybe it'll be like a celebration with the channel. That would probably be even better. But that was the 18th state. I don't think I have any other states coming up this year. Next year, I'm hoping to add Mississippi. Oh, thank you, Chris. I think I'm going to add Mississippi next year. It's not a definite, but I'm pretty sure I'll be going to the hunt there. And there's some that are close by that like, even if there's not a hunt going on, like Georgia's not too far, North Carolina's not too far. I don't have either of those. But yeah, so 18 states in now. First time. It's okay, Talca. But yeah, so I forgot what I was saying, but yeah, like next year I definitely plan to add more states in there. I can't wait to get all 50 states eventually, but I feel like that's going to take a few years before I do. I need to stop in Pennsylvania again. Yeah. Well, I've been talking to some people about some Pennsylvania stuff here recently, so I feel like I'm going to be repeating a bunch of states next year that I did this year. But yeah, and then eventually I got to get out west. Like I hit Colorado, I hit Texas. That was the first time I've even stepped on Texas soil. So I've had a layover in Texas, but that was my first time actually there. So as soon as I got to Texarkana, I was all excited that, I made it into the new state. But it took me until Saturday morning to detect, and I got into town Thursday night. So that kind of killed me to have to wait that long to be able to mark the state off. Um, but I want to go back down there and hunt with Gypsy and hopefully see Patty the next time I go down there. You've hunted in 6 states? Yeah. So I've got a map filled out. I think I'll post it on here. As I get a few more states, I can keep reposting it. But right now we're at 18 states that I've hunted in. I've only hunted in a few states I enjoyed hunting it. So far my favorite is still Virginia. So we got to work out the details, but I'm planning to be there this month if possible again. And then I know now that I will be in Virginia again in February. So it's definitely my favorite state that I've hunted in. There may be another one that I like better that I just haven't been to, but California and New York. So California is a possibility for me this year too. I have a friend that lives in LA and he's really pushing that. He was the guy that was he filmed a couple videos for me and I hunted his yard and found a couple things. Well, he moved out to California. He's been family friend for years and years and years. I've known him since he was a little boy, but he lives in California and he's wanting to get me out there. So I'm excited to get some of that stuff out west. I haven't made it past, Colorado, Texas. That's the furthest over that way, but stuck in East Tennessee. Hey, East Tennessee has good finds. I wouldn't say stuck at all. I've hunted East Tennessee several times and got some Civil War stuff and some good things down there. But yeah, like if you ever get a chance to hunt Virginia, it's my favorite. Or don't save those relics for me. I'm just kidding. There's plenty to go around. But yeah, so I realized that in the morning I'm going to lose a few permissions. This is not about the hunts, but while I have you for a couple minutes, because deer hunting season starts tomorrow. So some of my permissions are going to be affected. I don't know how many of you all have that situation that you deal with, but my dad's excited. He's ready to get some deer, and I'll have some of his deer meat, I guess, but it does lose out on a couple permissions, so it's going to change up my hunting a little bit, but I still have other places. I was talking about I need to go to a tot lot. I haven't hunted a tot lot maybe once this year. So maybe if I did, I'd have a higher ring count or something like that. But the one focus, because I'm running out of time, so like I said, the one focus for me is still a skeleton key. That's been my bucket list item of the year. That's a smart idea. Wear deer hat? Yeah, I don't think so. But been deer hunting since September. Oh wow, yeah. Well, it's just started here, but yeah. So what was I saying? I forgot. Oh, I still need my skeleton key. That's my bucket list item of the year. We got to see if I can do it in the next 2 months. But anyway, I know Buckle Boy is going on and starting, and he finds better stuff than you all sitting here watching me. So click that link that Sweet Diggs has dropped. I have it in there. You've got 2 now. You found one in your yard. I'm so jealous. I found the things the keys go into, on the doors and stuff, but I don't have a skeleton key yet. I want one really bad, but venison bacon in the smoker right now, I've never heard of that. Yeah, so go over see Buckle Boy. I'll be over there too. Love you guys. We're going. I'm ending now. Love you all. See y'all over there. Bye, everybody.